In this video, we are going to talk about section 9.6, which is working with square roots. So our goal here is just to become familiar with how we can simplify and figure out square roots or approximate square roots. So here what we say is if a equals c squared, then we can say that c is the square root of a. So let's look at an example that we know. 25 is equal to 5 squared, right? 5 times 5 gives us 25. So we can say that 5 is the square root of 25. And we use this symbol here, square root symbol, so square root of 25 is equal to 5. Now, not every number has a perfect square root like this, so sometimes you will have to use your calculator to approximate the value. And you need to be careful because for some calculators you need to type the square root symbol first and then the number, and some calculators are a little bit backwards in that you need to type the number first and then the square root. So just become familiar with your calculator and understand which way you need to do it on yours, okay? So let's take a look here. It says simplify or approximate 3 decimal places if necessary. So let's take a look at square root of 49. Do you know what the square root of 49 is? I.e., is there a number when I multiply it times itself that gives me 49? Sure, that's 7, because 49 is a perfect square number. But 90, on the other hand, is not. So we have to use our calculator to approximate the square root of 90. And what I get is 9.4868, and it says round to 3 decimal places, so I'm looking at this 8, that will round this 6 up, so this is 9.487. That's the answer I'm looking for there, okay? What about the square root of 200? Again, that's not a perfect square number. That's 14.1421. If we're going to 3 decimal places, that's 14.142. This 1 will leave it not rounding up. What about the square root of 363? Well, if I take the square root of 363, we get 19.0525. This 5 will round that up to 19.053. Oh, square root of 2. You can do it. You get 1.4142. So if we rounded 2 decimal places, 1.414. Excuse me, 3 decimal places. How about square root of 138? You can do this. There's my silly looking 4s again. Causes me problems. 7473, so 11.747 is what I'm looking for. Square root of 841, that's just 29. And our last one, square root of 55, 7.4161, so 7.416. So it's important that you learn how to take a square root using your calculator, and as you go along, you're going to become familiar with more and more numbers that have perfect square roots, like 841, or like 49, or like 25. Otherwise, approximate to 3 decimal places, round it to 3 decimal places, and you will be good to go. And that's how we work with square roots.